Alright guys, then I think we can start. Let me quickly share my screen. I hope you all can see my screen. So welcome to the KYVE Validator call, August 2024. Today we will talk about, as always, a bit of our latest news. We will talk about some grants program updates, about phase 0, and we will give a quick recap of the chain upgrade, v1.5. Then the biggest topic today will be the data pipeline, where we quickly talk about the general concept of the data pipeline. Afterwards, we have a quick demo showcasing the tool. And as always, again, we will have a section or some part where we can talk about your questions and some other tasks. All right, and then let's move on with some of our latest news. So we have some two new data pools on mainnet, SUSE and SUSE State Sync. I haven't seen any validator joining those pools yet. So anybody who wants to join, feel free to start validating the upcoming SUSE. We've successfully upgraded to 1.5. The chain upgrade went very smooth. So pretty happy to see that. Was a super nice upgrade. The last I think it was like 2 weeks ago, the whole team was also at ECC in Brussels. We talked to a lot of you guys, which was actually very, very nice. I love to be at such events and get some faces to the Twitter and Discord handles. We also had a Setter Chain Dev Call, which was super interesting. Troy and me, were able to present the idea of KYVE, what KYVE is doing. We gave a quick demo of our toolings, especially regarding Zeta Chain. I think there should be a re-upload. Maybe someone could drop it in the chat, or I will do it later on. But it was super nice. And we have also some updated statistics. We surpassed 60 million total transactions, and archived 6 terabytes of data, which is super nice. And we have also some other statistics. So we reached 1.4 million bundles, which is actually a cool number for me. And I think now we can move on to the KYVE grants program updates. We had 2 proposals. The Fair AI Data Validator grant application was rejected on July 25. I think you all were able to participate in the discussion on Commonwealth. And we have also got an approved grant progress for the 4 Pillars research grant. And they are also very hyped to publish their first article explaining KYVE and explaining KYVE from their point of view, which will be hopefully super interesting for you as well. I think we will definitely share it on our socials. Let's see how it works with the KYVE grants program. Of course, you all know you can actually participate actively in this program. So keep updated on our Commonwealth governance forum, where you can vote and participate in all ongoing proposals. All right, then I think we can real quickly talk about the chain upgrade v1.5. Again, it was super smooth and was done before or during ECC, and was super nice. And we had the first whitelist proposal also on chain. I think since, or it was like created one or even 30 minutes ago. So you can definitely check that out. It will first enable the public good funding, because this proposal is aiming to whitelist the DNIMs, the IBC DNIMs for SUSE and Andromeda. And this, as a first part of the public good funding, will then enable that then basically any pool, but of course the SUSE pool can be then funded in SUSE tokens with the public good funding program. I think you have heard a lot about that program going on. If there's any questions around that, you can definitely write a question in the chat, or we can chat about it later on. But this will be the first step when it comes to public good funding. The proposal is on chain, so you can actually vote on it if you want to. The chain upgrade also came with a huge web app layout feedback. and we've heard some, or we got some good feedback on it, but I would be also happy to talk about that in more depth if you have some comments about that, some feedback, or some feature ideas we could also, or where we could improve the web app. That would be actually super nice as well. All right, I think then we can go or continue with the biggest topic today, our data pipeline, and I would start talking a bit about the general concept of the data pipeline. So the data pipeline basically consists of 4 pillars. The first pillar, of course, is the KYVE data lake itself. This is where the whole data reading journey from a data pipeline perspective starts, where basically anybody can actually retrieve the KYVE data, the validated and archived data in the KYVE data lake. The second pillar is our data loading tool, which was Airbyte, but we basically switched away from Airbyte, and today I will present our new tool, the data loading tool, which is we call it DLT for data loading tool, and we've also which will be basically the first part of the ELT step, which is basically the extract, load, and transform step. The third pillar will be could be some scripts like dbt, for example, where then transformations of the data are transformed. And the fourth pillar would be the data set or the data warehouse, or it could be also a data visualization. So this is like the whole concept of the data pipeline. The first 2 pillars, consisting of the KYVE data lake and the data loading tool itself, are like very source oriented, where the idea is to actually load or extract the source, the data source itself, and the dbt and the data set step is more like a destination perspective, where any data scientist or any data user can then make everything they want to with the data. And in the first step, we want to make sure that everything is in place, that the best infrastructure is in place, best tools to actually extract and load the data for step 3 and 4. And this is why we came up with the data loading tool. And this is basically a very easy to use and lightweight CLI tool, which we developed in Go. As most of our tools, it's pretty fast, pretty scalable. It's we tested it up to 1 terabyte an hour, retrieving data through Arweave from KYVE, or through KYVE from Arweave, sorry. And it currently supports BigQuery and Postgres. But it's very destination agnostic. So if you want to use this tool with any other destination, you can just hit us up in DMs on Telegram or Discord, and we will make sure to get another destination like Snowflake, for example, supported. It should be supported pretty fast, and it also supports continuous things using cron jobs. And now I want to quickly demo it to you. Maybe I can just share the GitHub repository with you, which comes with a pretty straightforward a README, which should capture all of the use cases right now. I will just drop it in the chat real quick. We will also update our docs in the coming days with all other content around the DLT. And so this is the repository itself. I think it is the best way to quickly talk about it or quickly explain it through the config. It comes with a config, as I said. It has sources defined, it has destinations defined, and it has connections defined. This is basically everything you need to know to start with the tool. Sources, we can also access it through the CLI. We can list all of our sources that are defined, and here you can see we have Osmosis, Archway, Axilla, Kronos, Novus, Celestia, right now all mainnet pools, and we can also list our destinations that I have added into my config. There we can see I have a BigQuery example destination and some defined, 2 defined Postgres destinations. Again, as I said, we support BigQuery and Postgres right now. You can also use this tool to either add a source for example, I want to add a source itself as a source. I think it's clear. I can type in the pool ID, which is 11, the batch size, the endpoint, and then we have 3 different schemas. The base schema supports basically all of all of the KYVE data sources that will or that exist or will exist in the future, because it uses the key value schema that is predefined from the KYVE protocol, and we have a tenement and a tenement preprocess schema. All of those schemas are super documented in the README itself, but the tenement schema should work for most of the KYVE.js tenement pools, and the tenement preprocess schema, as the name says, preprocesses the tenement data itself to use the DLT or use the data loading process with heavy or big data sets like osmosis, for example, and there it basically extracts the events from the events value from the block results and writes it into their own row. But again, more context is in the README. I would start with the tenement schema itself, and now I can see that it has been added. This process works also for destinations, and we have connections as well, which is basically a mapping of source and destination. It comes with a name and a cron job, a tab specification for the cron job, because as I said earlier, the DLT supports continuous things, so you can use the DLT to initially load it into your Postgres or BigQuery right now, and then you can also use this tool to keep your destination updated with all new incoming KYVE data. And now I just want to show you a quick demo. Maybe we can see all connections. Maybe we can start with Archway Postgres. Then I need to load. C stands for connection, the Archway Postgres connection, and I can define a from bundle ID. And let's see in the KYVE pool what's the latest bundle is, to not load the whole pool because this would take longer. Then we take this bundle ID to start from there, and to load only like the last 3 or 4 bundles into my Postgres. And then it says, okay, are you sure you want to do it? Of course I am. And then I can quickly sync this data. This was right now super fast, but for bigger data sets or a whole pool, it of course takes a bit longer. But then I can see here that the data has been loaded into my Postgres. This right now works for local Postgres. It of course would also work for a Postgres that has been deployed somewhere else. And another thing, now I can also start a sync process. I only want to sync my Archway Postgres connection. It comes with connections, sorry. And here I can see it has been added to my cron scheduler, and it will be executed 2 minutes ago. Maybe I can define it here to minute 19 so we can see how it actually starts. So let's see, I think this will take some seconds. Okay, now you can see, okay, 19, like the cron tab was actually executed, and there you can see it added the last in-came bundle to the data set, and it has been updated. And this works for like, I don't know, 20 connections, for example. So you can definitely build a whole data warehouse consisting of all KYVE data pools, which is, I think, a pretty straightforward and pretty nice tool. Yeah, I think that's it for demo. I don't know if anybody has some questions around it. I would love to discuss it or discuss earlier topics. If anybody has, then I think if no one has a question, we can call it a day. Thank you very much for participating. And let's see us together at the next Validator call next month. Have a great day.